0, ignition.
In fact, I think hardly anyone in the public knows that this is happening. Like, how do we, get this message across? Hey, really cool stuff's happening, tune in.
Not knowing anything about rockets, not having ever built anything, I mean, I would have to be insane if I thought the odds were in my favor.
How did you get the expertise to be the chief technology officer of a rocket ship company?
I do have a physics background. That's helpful as a foundation. And then I read a lot of books and talked to a lot of smart people.
You're self-taught?
Yeah. Well, self-taught, yes, meaning I don't have an aerospace degree.
So how did you go about acquiring the knowledge?
Well, like I said, I read a lot of books, talked to a lot of people, and have a great team. Raw metal comes in, and then we build the engines, the airframe, the electronics, and we integrate all of that together. And that's all done more or less under one roof.
Metal comes in one end of this factory.
Yeah.
Spaceships come out the other.
Yes.
There are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
Now is the time to overrule this administration's pledge to mediocrity.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult. But creating a company is almost like having a child. So it's sort of like, how do you say your child should not have food?
So once you have the company, you have to feed it and nurse it and take care of it, even if it ruins you.
Yeah.
In 2008, the rocket company is not going well. You've had 3 failures.
Great.
The car company is hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
And the American economy has tanked in the worst recession since the Great Depression.
Right.
What was that year like for you?
And I'm getting divorced, by the way, to add to that. That was definitely the worst year of my life.
But at the age of 37, he hit rock bottom. His first rockets failed to reach orbit.
End of 2008. How did you get through that period of crisis?
Yeah. Can we just break for a second?
Sure, of course. Yeah.
I remember waking up the Sunday before Christmas in 2008 and thinking to myself, man, I never thought I was someone who could ever be capable of a nervous breakdown. But I felt this was the closest I've ever come. Because it seemed pretty dark. We were running on fumes at that point. We had virtually no money.
So a fourth failure
would have been absolutely game over.
Done. SpaceX bankrupt.
Yeah, it's bad enough to have 3 strikes. Having 4 strikes, it's kaput.
Flight 4 was flawless. In Musk's world, it lit the darkness.
Stage separation.
Separation confirmed.
NASA called and told us that we'd won a $1.5 billion contract. And I couldn't even hold the phone. It's like, I just blurted out, I love you guys.
They saved you.
Yeah, they did.
Only 4 entities have launched a space capsule into orbit and successfully brought it back. The United States, Russia, China, and Elon Musk. But when critics say you can't do this, your answer to them is,
we've done it.
But the big prize is winning the NASA contract to build America's next manned spacecraft, and Elon Musk is facing stiff competition. SpaceX is also testing a rocket that can be reused.
Like my entire adrenaline, it was just dumped, It's like, thank God,
It's a humbling experience to be a part of what was accomplished.
And this is the result of an incredible amount of work from people at SpaceX, people at NASA. This has been 18 years to finally fly people to orbit and back. You know, I think this is something that the whole world can take some pleasure in, and can really look at this as an achievement of humanity. And there's, you know, these are difficult times when, you know, there's not that much good news, and I think this is one of those things that is universally good, no matter where you are on planet Earth. This is a good thing, and I hope it brightens your day. Thank you.